Hello and welcome back to another vlog. My name is Gabby Lemons, just in case you're new. And today is going to be more of a chill day. If you've seen some of my previous vlogs, you may have heard me mention that I take rest days as needed. I try to listen to my body and, take those days once I feel like it's time and I'm able to find the time to do it. But now I'm really reconsidering that approach and I'm really going to strive to make that more of a regular habit. So there's something I heard a while back. I'm not really sure who told me or where I heard it, but basically the notion was if you wait until you're thirsty, your body is already somewhat dehydrated. And I've been thinking a lot about that recently. I feel like that principle with keeping your body hydrated also applies to making sure that your body is well rested and well maintained. So if I wait too long to rest and recharge, then I'm not really taking proper care of my body. And I'm always going to feel like I need to catch up on my rest instead of just maintaining a well rested state. But even though it's a rest day, I'm still not going to skip my morning routine, which is skincare. Also, something new to me, taking vitamins and my probiotics. So let's go ahead and get to that.
Minimum God that you're exposed to consistently, especially here in Stockton. You guys come from great churches.
So the other part of my morning routine, even though I would hate to call it routine, is definitely my devotional. And today I just finished day 6 on Overcoming Bitterness by Stephen Viers. I don't know how to say it. Through vlogging, I'm realizing that I'm horrible at pronouncing names. So I don't know what it is, but please forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. But this is what it looks like. As I've mentioned before in previous vlogs, betrayal has been, as I called it, an all too common theme in my life. I mean, from childhood, growing up, even into adulthood, varying from family, friends, and even, church family. I haven't always had the best experiences with people, so that really hindered, how much I can trust others, which also bled into how much I trusted God. And I talk more about it in my previous vlogs, but I came across this devotional and I cannot tell you how wonderful this devotional has been, and especially today. So let me share something with you that I read that just, I felt like he was reading my mail, and I'm like, bro, get out. So the title for his devotional on day 6 is God Can Help You Overcome Bitterness. In day 6, he really focuses on Ruth and her whole experience, of losing her husband, losing both of her sons, and he highlights her perspective of her circumstances and how she ultimately blamed God for them. But this one line hit me so hard. He said, in Ruth chapter 1, we learned that Naomi believes in God's sovereignty, but she does not believe in his goodness. Her circumstances are difficult and painful, and she feels justified to then question God's faithfulness. And this is exactly where I found myself. Because through a lot of my circumstances and those negative things that I experienced, I realized that I ultimately blamed God for them and didn't trust him. I felt betrayed by him, which basically led me to take it out on him instead of running to him. And if we're not careful as believers, we can adopt that kind of perspective and blame God for the bad things that happen instead of running to him for healing and strength. So, yeah, it's almost 2 o'clock, and I still have a couple of hours to myself. So, I think I'm going to get some reading done, maybe watch a couple vlogs or podcasts. I don't really know. I don't want to really waste my time, but I noticed what really wears me out is that constant feeling of being rushed. So, having, so many appointments and so many deadlines throughout my day, every day, I get really wore out by that. So I really want a day to where I have nothing planned. I just go with the flow. I do things that I enjoy. I take time for myself, and I find that that's what really re-energizes me and allows me to really rest and recharge. So that's what I'm going to do, and we'll see what happens with the rest of the day.